The new DxO PureRaw 3 is now available. Let's take an initial look. Hello amigos, this is Pablo Garcia, the engineer photographer. A couple days ago, the company DxO released PureRaw 3, an improved version of PureRaw 2. And this version, if we scroll down on their web pages, offers significant results when processing our files. They used a lot of big words like stunning results, unrivaled sharpening, legendary optical corrections. Anyway, very good marketing, but do they deliver? Well, we're gonna find out. I've been using DxO PureRaw for quite a while. The first version, I didn't like at all. I had a lot of problems with it. Many times I would just get a black file. That changed with PureRaw 2. PureRaw 2 became my favorite plugin for removing noise for three reasons. One, it was very easy to use when you have a raw workflow using Lightroom. Number two, it brought additional detail when converting those raw files, more detail that was available on the raw conversion that Lightroom offers. And number three, I was getting great and consistent results over a wide range of images. Files from different Canon cameras, I shoot Canon as you know, different noise levels, ISO levels from 1000 to 5 or 6000, and exposure levels, either very bright or very dark images. It was able to recover detail very well. So how much will it cost you? Well, if you're buying it for the first time, it's going to be $129. If you already own PureRaw 2, you can do an upgrade for $79. Or you can download it and try it for free for 30 days. So let's go to Lightroom. We're gonna take a look at this image. Now, why did I select this image? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. One, this image was taken at ISO 5000 with a Canon R7 with a lens RF 100 to 500 millimeters. So basically I was an effective 800 millimeter distance, and it was snowing. You can see the falling snow coming in addition to the noise. So I want to be able to remove the noise, but I want to be able to retain the snow, the character of the snow that is coming down. Second, when we look at this beautiful bald eagle, there are a couple of concerns. One is the darkness of the body of the eagle, and I want to be able to recover detail in the deep shadows. And second, we have this bright area right here on the top and the back of the head of the eagle that is very bright. And again, I want to be able to recover the detail. To go to DxO PureRaw 3 as a plugin in Lightroom is the same process that we use with PureRaw 2. We have two options. We can go under File, Plugin Extras, and now we have Process with DxO PureRaw 3. I forgot to mention, when you install PureRaw 3, you still keep PureRaw 2 installed on your computer. So that's one way. Another way is if you go to the image and right click, you can go to Export and then look for DxO PureRaw 3, Process with DxO PureRaw 3. Either method will send the raw file directly to PureRaw. And now you're gonna get a new window with different options than the ones that we had with PureRaw 2. You'll notice that on processing models, there is a new one called Deep Prime XD. XD stands for extra detail. It is the model that is now available in PureRaw 3. Deep Prime is the model that already existed in PureRaw 2. And the other two here on top, High Quality and Prime, are the initial models that the original PureRaw had. They are not AI based. On the next section, in optical corrections, we have some differences. Lens softness, and lens softness is gonna add sharpening to the image. And will give us a few choices. We can select soft, standard, strong, or hard. That's gonna be different levels of sharpening applied to the image. I'm gonna select standard. Now, one of the drawbacks of using DxO PureRaw 2 as a plugin is that we don't get to visualize the effect of the choices here under lens softness. If you use the tool as a standalone, then you can visualize and see and only save the version that you like. We also have vignetting correction, chromatic aberration, you can turn it on and off. And under lens distortion, you also have now 3 choices. Crop the image to the original ratio, maximum rectangle, which is going to get rid of areas that are outside of the image, and complete the image area. That means that if it did a correction and there's some areas on the edges that are going to be black, it's going to keep them that way, and then you're going to have to crop once you go back to your favorite editing tool. Under output format, now we have the choice. If you came in as a raw file, we can save as DNG just like before, but in addition, you can also save as JPEG or as TIFF, or a combination of both. For example, I have DNG, I can enable TIFF, and under TIFF you can have 8-bit, 8-bit compressed, or 16-bit. So it's going to save 1, 2, or 3 different versions depending on what you select. Destination, just like before, you get to decide where the process file is going to go. I have it in the original folder. File renaming, just like before, you can add a prefix or a suffix. And under export, you have a choice. In addition to returning process file to Lightroom, you can also export that file to another tool if you would like to. Anyway, that's about it. One thing I forgot to mention, in this area here, it also tells you estimated processing time. I noticed that Deep Prime XD is a little slower than Deep Prime. Processing images from my Canon R7 with PureRaw 2 used to take 9 to 10 seconds. Here it's telling me 12 seconds. I haven't changed computers, but still 12 seconds is a good amount of time. All you have to do is start processing. That's gonna evaluate the image, process the image using the artificial intelligence in Deep Prime XD, and then it's going to generate a new DNG file and import it into Lightroom. I'm not going to do that because I already generated the file and I don't want to end up with a duplicate. So I'm going to click cancel. Now, back in Lightroom, here is the original image that we had seen, and then I went to 100%, and you can see the noise and the snow and the lack of detail in the eagle. Here is the resulting DNG using the standard selection for lens softness. And it did a very good job. I mean, we can look at the background. It was able to retain what I call the character in the snow. I can still see snow falling down. He added additional detail to the eagle and removed all the noise. He also didn't produce any halos around the eagle, and that's where you have to check when you have bright and dark areas, see if there are any halos came in. I also processed the image with the strong model, and this is the result of the strong selection on lens softness, and I got to see a little bit extra sharpness on the head of the eagle. You may not be able to see the difference between a strong and a standard on your monitor, but let me tell you, here on my monitor, this one with the strong gave me a very good result. I also processed it with the hard option, and the hard option added additional sharpness, especially to the beak and to the eye of the eagle, but looks a little crunchy for my taste in this area right here. Just way too much texture in this area, and I don't like the results. So for this image, the strong option gave me the best results. So it's great to be able to have multiple options, and you're gonna have to develop a feel for which option may work better for the image, or you may need to try a couple of options and then keep the one that gives you the best results and delete the other one. Again, I wish DxO could add a way to visualize the results as we use it as a plugin, just like they have with the standalone version. I cropped the image for a final edit, and here is the original image with all the noise. And then I did all my edits, global edits, and applying a couple of masks to the eagle to try to use some clarity and texture to get additional detail on the body of the eagle, and also to get additional detail, recover detail on the bright areas of the head. So here is the before, and here is the final image, again using the strong option for lens softness, and then my edits in Lightroom. What do you think of this final image? I think it gave me some great results, and I'm really looking forward to testing PureRaw 3 with a wide range of images. Well, amigos, I leave you here with these two videos. One, my workflow with my 4 favorite plugins. This one includes DxO PureRaw 2, which is going to get replaced soon by PureRaw 3. And this one using the portion of that workflow that uses PureRaw 2, which again is going to get replaced now with PureRaw 3. Thanks to all you for subscribing to my channel, for helping me grow the channel. Please keep sending your comments, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.